Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading, in particular, mystery reading number 857. My name is Elizabeth. Before getting into this reading, chances are that most of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so if you are a reoccurring viewer, you enjoy my work, and would like to help support the growth of my channel, feel free to do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. And if you do decide to stick around and support me, welcome and thank you very much. So the number 333 could be significant for somebody. I also feel that the symbolism of an eye, maybe your third eye chakra, could be significant. I do feel like your intuition, there's something significant here about the universe, but it feels like your intuition is trying to show you something, teach you something, tell you something. Let me check something real quick just to make sure that, okay. Someone here might be unnecessarily second guessing themselves. I feel like your intuition is trying to tell you something, show you something, guide you somewhere that is related to the universe, learning something, gaining a deeper understanding of something, maybe universal laws or something related to your faith, your spirit guides, whatever higher power you believe in. I really, really feel like spiritually they are trying to connect with you and guide you. Which makes a lot of sense with the number 333, because for me, that number can be about communication. I also feel there's something significant here about signs in general. Pay attention to synchronicities, signs that are significant for you, numbers, animals, whatever it is that is significant to you. It could be important for you to pay attention to patterns as well. Getting into interpreting the number 857, the number 8 is about walking away, letting go of what no longer serves you inside and out, thoughts, beliefs, feelings, people, places, things. Trusting that whatever is lost will be replaced with, feelings, thoughts, and beliefs, and people and things that do serve you. But not in a selfish, making everything about myself type of way. In a, this is my life, so it's about me type of way. I think that's an interesting way to put it. But I think it's important that you do know, as a message here, that it's okay to choose yourself and to put yourself first when it comes to your future. Of course, if you have kids, it's going to be different, or if you have other responsibilities. It's about putting yourself first the best way that you can. It's not about being selfish. Not in a bad way. It's about centering yourself and what means the most to you. Especially if you are aligned with truth and authenticity and honesty and transparency. You might feel called to stand up for something, and you could feel afraid that you are going to lose everything. And so maybe this is your sign to still stand up for yourself, but be more strategic about it. Don't be impulsive. Think through your actions, your words, before expressing them. The number 5 is about change and transformation. For some reason, I wanted to say consequences and then confirmation. So I feel like this is confirmation for someone that if you move too fast, speak too quickly, you might have some unfavorable consequences. So there's something here that you really, really need to think through before you stand up for yourself in a way that works for you and your situation. I do think, learning to accept loss, it is going to create internal changes. And there are external changes. And I feel like as you're changing as a person, as your environment, your relationships, whatever it is changing, it's important that you allow yourself to move with these changes rather than against them. To focus on what you do have and what you can control rather than what you don't have and what you can't control. What's within your power rather than what isn't. And you do have power in this situation. It might just look differently than you thought or than other people might think or than what is normal or typical or expected. I feel like you have more of a quiet kind of power, and that could be something you're okay with. If it works for you, it works for you. And I definitely feel for somebody here, definitely your power is more quiet because it has to be. Because you have to be smart. You have to be strategic. And this is confirmation for that, for you. Number 7 is about learning and wisdom and gaining a deeper understanding of something, yourself, or like what I said earlier, the universe, your faith, your beliefs. Make sure you're giving yourself the space and the time and the attention that you deserve to not only think through something, but to actually process, what you're feeling, what you're thinking, what beliefs those thoughts and feelings are creating, what actions these beliefs support. I just had a little bit of a hiccup there. It was kind of like a mix between a burp and a hiccup. Be careful with your words, I want to say. Adding up these numbers, 8 plus 5 is 13, and 13 plus 7 is 20, and then 2 plus 0 in numerology, that's 2. And the number 2 is about choices. Take your choices seriously. It's just more confirmation and encouragement to think things through. It's also about priorities, and it can be about balance as well. I really think that your best decisions are going to come from stillness, silence, and patience. This could definitely be an opportunity for you to connect with yourself on a much deeper level. So whatever you're gaining a deeper understanding of, it definitely could be yourself. I almost want to say that it is, because I feel like everything we do in life is a reflection of ourselves. But I'm going to start wrapping up this reading by drawing out a card from the Prism of Visions Tarot to see what else wants to come out for you. And the number, how it might relate to the number 857. If you feel fear or anxiety, make sure you're, really understanding what's real and what isn't. And I feel like there's almost a warning here for someone to move slow, watch things unfold, gain more knowledge, more information, so that way you can make a better decision or a more informed decision. Wow. I have the star with the crown chakra, and it also has the zodiac sign of Aquarius. It feels like for somebody watching this, there's a big change happening, but it's a good big change. It's not a change that you need to be afraid of. If you feel like something big is coming up on the horizon, trust that, but don't be attached. Be open to being wrong. That's not to say you are wrong. It's just important, it feels like, to be detached. And I feel like it has something to do with, still making decisions that align with attracting, whatever this wonderful opportunity is. The crown chakra makes me think, it feels like it's really confirming that energy of the number 7. You're gaining more knowledge, more wisdom, more awareness, and that could be why it's important for you to be a little more open to moving slower. Because there's more for you to know, to feel. Maybe there's a little bit more of a personal transformation that needs to happen before you make a decision, or you accept something, or something arrives at your front door, literally or metaphorically. Maybe someone here is waiting on a package, but there was something else I was going to say, but I forgot what it was. I want to talk about the number on this card, which is the number 8 or 17, and then 1 plus 7 is 8, which is confirming, the number 8 and 857. Letting go, trusting that your patience, thinking things through, letting go of what doesn't serve you. I was gonna say it's gonna pay off, but then I got this feeling of it's definitely going to pay off. Things are definitely going to work in your favor. I feel like the world, not only the tarot card, the actual planet, the world, could be significant here. I'm being reminded of this reading with this reader who talked about how we literally live on a floating rock. What is normal? Which I think it's interesting, thinking about the universe and everything. Maybe space is significant for you. Let me think for a second. I do feel there is a darkness here, which makes me think that there's uncertainty. The way forward is not clear, but just the unknown is not always a bad thing. It's not always something to feel anxious about or to be afraid of, because the unknown is also where surprises, good surprises, come from. And I just feel like you're being called to move forward in the way that you have been. This could be confirmation for someone, or to move forward with more, I want to say, foresight. I believe there's a god named Prometheus that could be significant for you, or a goddess named Kila, Kila, if you feel called. But yeah, let go, embrace change, and allow yourself to gain a deeper understanding, to take the opportunity to learn and to be more aware through reflection,